Welcome to Optonome CEO Corner. I'm your host, Dennis Dicker. Let's get started, shall we? There's so much going on in the home healthcare industry. Looking at the news, one of the largest health systems in the U.S. is diving into home-based care. What else is new? Another update in the news is why an active public health emergency is beginning to hurt, not help providers. Home healthcare gain a greater share of post-acute admissions post-COVID. Despite economic uncertainty, optimism persists among startups and home-based care. There's a lot going on the startup side as well as the business side. There's actually a new podcast called How Pathwell Went from a Tech Company to Growing Home Health Provider. They're out there and they're doing really well. Formerly a sniff-based platform, Connected RN is now honing in on home health. Get it, everybody. Happy Friday, July 22nd. We'll start out by going through an example provider, as your agency will be set up similar. It's important to understand the different aspects of your business, as well as how to navigate the Optonome application. We've been updating the how-to channels and the how-to team to help you navigate the Optonome application. It's important to be able to know how to create a channel, invite people to channels, things like that. So we do that through the how-to. All right, it's a how-to team that includes how-to videos on how to navigate the Optonome application. Accessing EVV. For those that are about to get up and running, the EVV is an auditing system to help make sure whatever service is being provided is actually billed and paid. You have an accounts receivable that could last 2 weeks, a month, in some cases even longer. So it's important to be able to document each step as more and more visits accumulate over time. Accessing forms on the web and on mobile, it's slightly different. Accessing training courses through the side panel. It's very important to know how to navigate and access those courses. Not only accessing the courses, but actually being able to switch between one course and another, knowing how to view the certificate once the course is complete, knowing how to view the analytics related to the course once it's complete. As a student, our system analyzes your behavior as you complete the course and is able to update you on questions you've gotten wrong so that you can better understand the content that's being taught to you. All right. So those courses are very important. Adding members to a channel. You can only add members to a channel. You can't add members to a chat. Okay. Adding a drop pin to the map. All right. You can do this on web or mobile. Adding a drop pin allows people in the entire world or anybody using the Optonome application to view that drop pin in a public channel. A drop pin can only be associated with a public channel. Okay. As far as chat is a direct message between two people, only two people, and it's not in a channel. All right, so it's very important you know the difference there. In a channel, you can call people, you can invite people, you have forums associated with channels. Chat is just chat. You can't even call people, it's just chat. Creating a channel, we briefly went over. creating a conference call, video conference call, or just an audio call. Um, this feature is improving week to week. It's very important that these features are in place so you can have your meetings, you can have it documented, you know how many people were a part of that meeting. Those features are improving every week and they're going to make your life so much easier. All right. Creating a form. All right. We brought this feature to the forefront because I do believe when chatting, you tend to want to create a document or Excel document and start to enter information. Our form builder will eventually look like a word processor, including those additional features for another person to input at a specific time. All right. And the point of the forms is really to expand and go paperless. My experience is through paperless technologies really allowed me to take any business paperless, make any business more efficient, um, really look at the details of a business, in your case, home healthcare, and connect the dots from point A to point B so you have a streamlined process or a way to make sure you have peace of mind at the end of the day, you're not scrambling to put out fires every day. It could really get into a headache if you don't have such a system, right? And so these forms, as we improve upon them, it really is going to tighten up your business. All right. If you're paying overtime, you're not using a system like this. If you are if you have additional staff, you're not using this system like you should. All right. What I mean by that is because we have now the calendar, the ability to incorporate a calendar into a channel, the ability to assign a form to a calendar activity or event, we can now schedule a staff at a specific time or location because some channels can be set based on location and associate a form with that location or and time where the staff must complete some type of form, where that form can be a requirement in the ISP of the client. It could be a requirement to clean up a certain area in the home to ensure the health and safety of the client. It can be to complete a training at a 3-month mark or at a 6-month mark or a 12-month mark to make sure you're in compliance. We're getting to the point where your business will be on autopilot from the door, from the beginning. And so these features are very important to ensure your success. With these events in your calendar, you have reoccurring events, you have single events, you have reminders for the beginning of the event, you have reminders for the end of the event. So all these things are being taught to you in these how-to channels where you'll be able to see these videos and also share with your potential staff so you can navigate the application. You can edit existing forms, and if it's an existing form that you created or existing form from our master library, you are able to edit them to your liking. When mentioning someone on the web or mobile, it does go to the activity, and we also added the alert when someone adds you to an activity or event on the calendar. You do get an alert through text message and through this tab right here. So that's a really nice improvement. The next step from these activities is to add additional features, like if you can assign a call to an event or calendar, meaning if you create an event or an activity, you can require everybody to jump on the conference call at that time. And this could be really cool to have remote events where everybody is live, like a Zoom call. All right. Uploading files to the web, there's a lot improved there. where it really looks like a Dropbox with version control. We even have a completed viewer, so you can view over time the different forms that a specific form that was completed multiple times, meaning an end of service or a log about sleep patterns or a log about any incidents. You're able to quickly view forms, similar forms over time. All right. And so now that the calendar is really looking a lot better, we're going to start to add more and more categories to events and activities so more and more people can participate and download the Optonome application to participate in these activities and events. Because they're public, there are more opportunities for the general public to participate because of the map. Based on your location, you could see what's going on around you. Because if you're up and running, your drop pin will be available to your local community to add drop pins with your logo on it. So it is becoming more interactive and more gamified. Right, the goal for onboarding DSPs is definitely to help gamify the process. What I mean by gamify is make it fun for them. The way we're approaching this is through badges, help them little nudges along the way to help them feel good about the process and really to get them up and running, uploading the documents needed with no type of pushback. We want to make it really easy for them, where those nudges really help them get across and all their required items in place, so you're not spending time going back and forth. Most home healthcare businesses actually hire a staff just to deal with this back and forth process of onboarding new staff. We're pretty close to automating those requirements of recruiting, training, and really to get your staff in place so that they can provide the services based on the ISP. All right. And it's really important that you understand that, because an ISP details everything that's going on in the person's life. It could be 30 pages, 50 pages. I've seen ISPs that are 100 pages. So it's really important that it's broken down. The main parts of the ISP are shared with the staff, so the liability is shifted. If there's something not in the ISP, it's very important that the support coordinator or case manager knows this, especially if there are behaviors your staff have to deal with. If there are new behaviors, you want to make sure those are documented as well inside the channels or through a form. You can adjust the form as well so that staff are keeping more detailed documentation of a specific event or an activity. So the list can go on. The application is open-ended for you, so you can succeed. All right. If you compare the Optonome application to a WeChat or a Twitter or a Slack or Microsoft Teams, we really are focused on making sure not only your business succeeds, but those that are participating in the existence of your business, such as those receiving care, staff, local businesses, can all achieve the best for the greater good in the community. All right, hope that helps. Please be sure to check out www.optonome.com. We have ways to get started. You can really understand all the great features of the Optonome application and the different industries it can be applied to. You can also learn more about how we got here, things like that, and our growing marketplace. We have integrative human services, Care in Minds, Helping Hands Health, Emerge Community Services, Trinity Health and Home, We Care Support Services, Hortus Health, Independence Fits You, Tandem Community Care, Inspire Home and Health, Pro Social Services, There are many more providers that are up and running, but their websites are not ready. Please go to your marketing channel and check out what's missing within your marketing. Work on your marketing every day. Create some type of short content. Let's try to get on TikTok. Let's get on Instagram. Let's let the world know that you're out there. You have great value, and let's get it. Thanks for watching, everybody.